We're at Julio's Liquor in Westboro on Route 9, and I decided to enlist some professional help because I clearly don't know what I'm doing. So this is Tom. He's the beer manager here, and he's going to walk me through some of these beers, and we'll taste it, and he'll help me to describe what it is that I'm tasting, because salty doesn't seem to be adequate.
Hopefully there should be a little bit more going on than salt.
Yes.
We'll see.
So what's this one?
It's a local brewery, Wachusett.
Okay.
This is their blueberry ale, so it's a wheat ale flavored with blueberry.
Okay.
All right.
Let's give it a try.
So actually perfect for the summer, which probably isn't great right now, but
Is it cold or is it?
it's cold. We're ready.
All right. Here we go. It's light. I get scared when they're dark.
Yes. No, we're starting light.
And should I
Sure.
Somebody said I should be slurping in or something with the air. Is there any sort of trick to how I should sample it?
It's kind of same with wine. Some people do swirl to release the aroma.
Like swirl?
Yep. Yeah, you don't have to be gentle. You can be a little
Alright.
rough, and the oxygen will get in and release some
And
of
do
the
I
aroma.
smell it? Because it's
Yes.
usually gross.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't smell blueberry. Here we go. Is that the face you're used to seeing? Oh, okay. So at the very, very end, I could taste a little bit of blueberry.
Just a little bit. Really.
You taste a lot?
I taste a lot of blueberry.
Is there something wrong with my tongue?
No.
Oh wait, I taste more now.
Okay.
Okay, let me try again.
You see what I'm
At the
dealing with?
very
Yeah,
end.
you're right.
And see, that to me, that initial taste is salty.
Really.
So what would you describe that initial taste as?
You get the malt up front. In this case, it's a lot of wheat malt, so it's a little bit tangy to it, which
So
may
maybe
be the
tangy
salt,
to
and that
me
might
is
be
salty?
the tanginess
Okay.
from the wheat. You
All
do
right.
get the blueberry. For whatever reason, in this beer, I always get a little bit of pepper in it.
Oh, okay. Wine Stefaner?
Wine Stefaner.
Wine Stefaner.
This is
See, and I
actually-
just got Hefeweizen down.
Right.
Wine Stefaner?
Well, this is the originator of the Hefeweizen. So it's
Okay.
basically the oldest brewery in the world,
Yeah, that's what
so
it
they
says.
say. So this is going to be their wheat beer.
And that other one was a wheat beer too?
Yes.
Okay.
This is going to be a little bit different.
Okay.
For one, it doesn't have the fruit added. But the biggest difference, the German wheat beers, you're going to get big time flavors from the yeast.
The yeast.
So you're going to get flavors of, there should be clove, there should be a little bit of banana, you'll probably get a little bit of bubble gum,
Oh.
and that's going to all be from the yeast. And then it will have that tang from the wheat.
Well, I think I tasted the bubble gum. Still salty. I think I got the banana.
Okay.
Well, okay, so now salt equals malt? Is that what we said?
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be. That's what you're. I mean, it depends. A lot of these guys use different waters. So some of the waters could be very what they call a hard water, which would have a big salt content.
I think I taste the banana. That sort of banana-y.
You get a little bit of spiciness, which would be the clove in there.
See, clove, I bake, so my frame of
Okay.
reference for clove is like really strong.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
going to be a little bit more subtle. So there are other wheat beers from Germany that are going to be bigger on the clove and a little bit less on the banana. This one does have a little bit more
This actually
banana.
has banana in it?
No,
Okay,
it's all
that's
from
just
the
like
yeast.
the-
It's
the-
a byproduct of the
okay.
yeast.
So this is a Belgian-style blend? Of
right.
what?
It's what they call basically a Belgian style quadruple. So it's
Okay.
going to be a dark Belgian style beer that's blended with 2% of a lambic, a cherry lambic. So it's
Cherry?
quick.
Is it going to taste like cough syrup?
No,
Okay.
no, it shouldn't. 'Cause there's a very, very small amount of the cherry in it.
All right.
So you'll pick up on it a little bit, but it's not overwhelming at all.
One of my personal favorites.
All
Mine
right.
too. It's going to be relatively dry, so it's not going to be syrupy at all.
Okay. And it's a little darker.
Yes.
Now, what does that mean when it's lighter, darker?
The different malts they use, malt will give it color. In this case, candy sugar will give it the color too.
Oh. They all sort of smell the same to me. I had a cold for a couple of weeks, and that made it really hard to
Right, yeah.
discern.
Uh-oh, that's not a good face. That's-
Black. Because I can taste it like right down
Right.
on the back of my tongue.
Do we get salt again? Are we good?
It's all still salty, yeah. I mean, it's
salty.
almost never not salty.
Okay, did you pick up on the cherry?
Yeah, that was the part that made me
Okay.
make the face.
Okay.
Because it did sort of have a
Really?
Pops to me. Maybe I just have a messed up tongue. Maybe like half of it's burned, and I don't know.
I don't know,
You
you
eat hot
just-
pizza and
Caramel, a little bit of chocolate.
yeah, chocolate.
Okay.
Yeah, it seemed like chocolate. Maybe I'm just not into chocolate in the beer. Maybe that's why I don't like that other one. Because
Okay.
maybe the reason why I thought that other chocolate stout tasted burnt was because of the beer, like the sort of
It
either
can be
hoppy
when
or
it gets
malty.
dark like that too. To get the chocolate flavors, they roast the malt.
Okay.
So it can get burnt, and it can almost give like a burnt coffee flavor
Yeah,
if you're not
that's
careful.
what I said. It tasted like old coffee grounds.
Yeah, no, you know
Yeah.
what? You're exactly right. It can
Yeah.
very often.
Caramel definitely is
Okay.
sort of the aftertaste.
Yeah.
But I don't enjoy this one. Sorry, three philosophers. You're going to have to keep thinking about it. All right, this one is the Rogue Hazelnut Brown Nectar. I like nectar. That sounds like a
Yeah,
promising
right.
word.
Come on, hazelnut's
And I
not
kind
so
of like
bad.
this guy. Can you see him? He looks promising.
Yeah.
All right, so what can you tell me about this one?
Basic brewery out of Oregon.
All right.
Kind of one of the pioneering breweries of the micro brew movement.
Mm-hmm.
Been around for a while. But anyways, this is basically their brown ale, but obviously with hazelnut extract added to it.
Okay.
So it's going to have that big nutty characteristic of the hazelnut.
Yeah.
So
Is it sweet?
it will have a little bit of sweetness to
Okay.
it. Yep.
All right. It's a big bottle.
Yeah, you better like this one.
That's dark. That's pretty dark. I can smell it. I can smell
Okay,
the
okay.
hazelnut in that one. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think I could smell it more than I could taste it.
Really? Okay. So that's the
Mm-hmm. And-
big
and like-
flavor I get
and-
up front is the hazelnut.
Yeah. Can you taste the hazelnut throughout?
Absolutely, but
Yeah.
a lot of that is tied into the aroma. I mean, obviously,
Right,
when
right,
you're
when
tipping,
your
you
nose
get,
is in it.
you're
Yeah.
taking in a lot of the aroma at first too, and then as you're swallowing, you get a lot of the caramel and toffee from the malts.
And all they did was add an extract
Correct.
to everything
Yep.
else. All right, so this one's a barley wine style ale, Old Foghorn, little bottle.
Yes, this is actually from the Anchor Brewing Company. They're really the first American brewery to do a barley wine.
Oh.
But this is going to be the English style, so it's not going to be very hoppy, which most American styles are. So you may like it, hopefully.
And will it taste winey? Like, is there a
It will
reason
have.
why
It will. It's basically called a barley wine because of the alcoholic strength. It's
Okay.
more, the
But it's not
alcohol's
like
up above
grapes.
10%, so it's closer to wine strength
Okay.
than it is what a normal beer would be.
Okay. Are there grapes in it?
No, no, it's all barley.
Okay.
So it's going to be pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of kind of caramel flavors to it. So, but let's try it. In the
All right. Now, does it matter how big the foam is? Like, does that say anything about it?
Yes,
does it
absolutely.
say?
Well, how big it is, it's just going to be kind of a measure of the carbonation in it.
Okay.
But you do want to look to see how long the head kind of stays there.
So that went away kind of fast.
Right. That could very well be just because it's very high alcohol.
Okay. All right. Very salty.
Very salty. See, I get sweet. It's like brown sugar, caramel, toffee.
I don't get sweet. Maybe now. Let me try again.
Okay.
I always need 2 sips.
Yeah.
The first is to like get over the initial taste, and then the second to actually like taste it. Yeah, it's not sweet to me.
Really?
Maybe I have a dyslexic tongue.
Right? So it's
I mean, I
just
guess I
salty?
can
Is there
taste.
anything
Yeah,
else?
it's like salty. I guess. I mean, I can appreciate the caramel. Would you describe this as bitter? Like sometimes I wonder if what I
This-
think is salty is bitter.
No, I mean, there's enough hops in there at the end that there is a slight
Yeah.
bitterness, but overall, no, compared to a lot of other barley wines, no. But there is a bitterness to it. Okay.